All right. Here we are on La Jolla Mountain, kicking it here with my brother Karim. First little podcast coming to you live and direct. It's a beautiful day, and just trying to check this equipment out and see how this goes. Just here with the brother, gonna just chop up a little bit. Just a little bit of how we met and where we're at now as brothers and the work that we're doing within the psychedelic community. And it's just an honor to have him here and also have him to be a member of my church. So it's a good thing. Hey, brother Karim, how you doing?
What's up, brother Shane? Doing good. Blessed to be here up on the mountain, right here with the La Jolla Res. Blessed to be here smoking this mighty nice medicine.
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. It's been a good journey. I met you probably, I'd say, about 7 years ago, 6 years ago. What do you think?
Yeah. Was it
2014,
2014, 2015?
Yeah, I think it might have been 14.
Yeah. Up in Oakland, it's been a long journey since then. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I remember first time meeting you. We stayed at your pad, and I was kicking it with the bros, and I was just like, "Where the mushrooms at, man?" I was like, "You gotta give me some mushrooms." Like, I know someone here got to get some mushrooms.
Heck yeah. Good times.
Right. Went on the shell mound, shut the shit down. Went with the bros. On an ounce. Shutting it down, and now we're here full swing. Church of the People for Creator Mother Earth. Psychedelic assisted therapy / community, and it's just an honor, to have you as a member of the church and to, see your progress. As coming to the church and taking the medicine and engaging in ceremony and just seeing how things go and working on yourself, and then for me to see the change in you is beautiful, man, because like I said, I've known you for a while, and to see you come to the church and come to the Wamkish and experience the medicine and the Wamkish, it's an honor, and it's an honor to see you change and also helping me, and also to be a member, considering that I only have 5 members, but the 5 members I have are some of the most people that I trust and honor. So I just wanted to just chat with you a little bit about the the ceremonies and the medicine, and just your take from the first time you took it in the ceremony. How was that compared to now actually progressing and learning protocols and procedures, and even learning about yourself, how more to understand yourself and gain more insights on yourself and more self-control.
Definitely. Wow, that's a super loaded question for sure. I mean, just thinking back to the time that we met out in Oakland, just the power that you had, and the cause that you were rolling in. You guys came in trying to do heading to Oak Flat, protect the Oak Flat out there in Arizona from the mining. So to me, Oakland was like an introduction to like even the Native American movement. So meeting all the brothers up there just kind of gave me a different consciousness coming from city life, that there are other people that are from this land. And you actually introduced the mushroom to me in a different way, because when you showed up, you were like, let's get some mushrooms. I was like, yeah, let's party, let's go. And you're like, nah, man, this is medicine right here. And to me, I was like, mushrooms, go take a hike, go on a walk, see cool colors. And I feel like that's how a lot of people are introduced to the medicine, to the mushrooms. But coming from them, just the way you spoke about the medicine and your people and the way they use the medicine, and your first journey was just awakening to me and myself in my own life, and then just the cause that you were writing behind, like real warriors, not like just like every day get up, go to work and stuff like that. So it kind of opened my eyes to a different way of being. And from there, we broke off and went and did my own thing. And coming back now, Shane, back here in La Jolla, he hit me up, and he said to come out, have a little barbecue, smoke a little medicine. So I was, yeah, heck yeah. You know, happy to see where Shane's journey brought him full circle. You know, so that was a blessing. And then trying the medicine within you know ceremony is just a whole different experience. It's within itself. It's just really life changing. When people talk about ego death, or when they talk about this and that, this is similar to that, but in a much deeper, more, you know, rooted sense of, you know, of that meaning. If I'm coming across right, I don't know if I'm coming across, but yeah, since the first time I took the medicine, it just, you know, changed my outlook on the way that I view life and nature, and what our purpose is here as human beings, rather than, you know, just the normal rhetoric of you know everyday life. So yeah, I really, first of all, thank you too for introducing me to the way that, you know, that your people you know, conduct medicine. And so it's been a journey, and my purpose is just to help, you know, to help and to learn, and just to humble, because every time I partake in the ceremony, whether I'm on the medicine or not, it teaches me one thing or another. Definitely.
That's badass, and thank you for sharing. You know, as you know, there's a lot of stuff going on, you know, the psychedelic movement, a lot of people, you know, claiming this and that, you know, which is cool. You know, at the end of the day, you know, what people do out there, they're gonna have to face the consequences, you know, just like I gotta face the consequences of what I'm doing, you know, good or bad. And you know, I just hope they're prepared and ready, you know, as what we're seeing here at the church. You know, we've had a couple incidents, you know, where people have a couple episodes, nothing too crazy, nothing not manageable, but I just want to start getting more protocol, you know, more situated to where we're ready for things, and when people do have incidents, you know, be ready to just assess the situation and handle it right, handle it properly. You know, how we handled the last ceremony, I think was very professional, very honorable, considering no one got hurt. You know, no one got hurt outside of, you know, whatever happens to somebody on their own terms. You know, nothing outside of that or what we did anything to anybody. So I think it's really cool to continue to keep that.
Definitely.
Keep that professionalism, but also build up protocol and sternness, and just let people know, like, hey, you know, if you've never been here, you don't know about this. You know, if you've never been and sat in this Wamkish, you don't understand the dose or the dimensions that we go to on these medicines. So when you come here, just learn and listen, and don't always expect to take the big dose, because you might get knocked on your ass. You might get taken for a spin that you're not ready for. And I've seen it with many people that come here, and quite frankly, it's not that I'm not tired of it, I'm just tired of people thinking they understand what I do here. And in all reality, you know, most of them have never, you know, really been to a native ceremony, or if they have, at least not an authentic mushroom one, where, you know, the natives are actually lineage to mushrooms and doing them and conducting them, versus like myself, you know, doing them, conducting them, and we have lineage. So that's where I want people to just take a step back and listen, because we're changing lives. You know, I've seen it where we're hitting so many people here, veterans, non-veterans, natives, non-natives, and these results are continuing to happen, and now we just need to build the protocol and right procedures and just knock it out. Because now I'm ready to basically, I guess, fully open up shop, but I also going to fully enforce protocol, and I got to get more helpers, you know, just in case like something does get out of hand and we need more hands or people on board. So I'm going to need minimum of like 3 to 4 people to help each ceremony when we have big groups. If it's just the bros, most likely nobody, you know, because we're all capable of having each other. But when we get new people and people who aren't, you know, understanding of what we're doing, or may be susceptible to having episodes.
Yeah, even just new to the situation.
Exactly.
Because coming into it, you can't. Everybody has a perception of what they think this is. Believe me, it's not that. Most people don't know what it is. So, the best way to just show up is just be humble. Understand that Shane has been doing this. This is his work. He knows it. He knows this is happening. He knows what's going on. He knows every time he looks at you, he knows what part of the journey you're on. He's there with you. So it's really important to get that protocol down, and most importantly, so nobody gets hurt.
Yeah, definitely. That's what we need to start enforcing, because I know a lot of places they're mostly engaging in like microdosing or controlled doses, and I don't think too many people do big group settings with big doses, at least with psilocybin. Obviously, people ayahuasca and this and that, but what we're doing, it's definitely different, and I definitely think these protocols need to be enforced right now, because it's growing, and more people, more veterans are going to want to come in. And so I just want to get it down, because we're fucking killing it, yo. Yeah. We're really killing it, even though we don't have all these millions of dollars, and we're not pushing all this agenda. You know, we're doing the thing, you know, and we're doing it for free. You know, I'm offering this shit for free, and I'm not saying I need a reward, but I want the respect and honor from these orgs, not necessarily my friends and family, because you know, all my brothers and whatnot who come here, they respect and honor what I do. They're part of the church. But it's like, shit, if these motherfuckers are gonna be getting paid for just like internet campaigning and like doing fundraisers like that, it's like, shit, why can't I get paid for being fucking the same thing but for free? You know, it's like, don't even pay me. Just give me money for facilities and fucking doctors and teams that are fucking on point and can learn. Because once we get it to that level, it's over, man. Because we're going to have all the studies and everything we need. And that's kind of where I want to take it. Because we're doing some legit shit here. You know, we're not doing the shit in our house. We're not doing it with a psychologist in a, you know, controlled setting in a room. You know, it's not doing any of that. We're just fucking raw on Mother Earth, taking in what she's got to tell us, and Creator, Mother Earth, whatever they got to tell us, you know.
Yep. And I love what you were saying about the medical team, having medical team on staff. I mean, especially when, you know, you take that large of a dose and you're looking at faces you don't know, and then especially some people, sometimes you can't even see people's faces. when that medicine hits, not just the medicine, it's everything that partakes. It's the cedar, the tobacco, the sage, everything. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing going on.
Yeah, definitely. And that's where I want to get a team, you know, because eventually, you know, I want to start getting like nutritionists. I want to start getting like just real plans for people, and we can start fucking getting it set up, whether it's like people come a day before, because I really want to start setting up just a setting for people to get used to, and that'll be more in the future. But once that comes, I really want to start getting this like on point, because right now I like it, but you know, a lot of it's out of my house, so I just want to get like a little building or facility, and so that's where I'm kind of looking at right now, outside of you know, making it bigger and, you know, getting the Womkish cleaned up. But in reality, I just need a facility and help, because this shit's gonna get bigger, you know. It already is big, but I'm talking as far as the church, it's definitely gonna fucking blow up, because there's no one doing this work for free right now.
Nobody. Yeah, definitely get and especially because, you know, your children are here and you're running this out of your own house, and there's a lot of energies going around. You never know, you know, you can be in and out. So it's important to have that, you know, have its own space.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why I'm thinking of either moving or looking for people like investors or people want to help, because it's getting a lot, you know, not for me to handle. It's just the fact that I do want that space, you know. I don't want to keep it in my house, like, you know.
Deserve that peace.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like I've already crash tested this many times. You know, I've already, like how FDA and shit goes through trials and test run. It's like the whole time to now has been like a test run, you know. And it's like, shit, it's passed. Yep. It's fucking passed. It's passed, you know.
Definitely.
And then knowing my body, like what I've been going through with the cramps and certain things, it's like, gotta take care of myself, you know. And that goes for everybody who comes here. You gotta eat right. You gotta drink, hydrate yourself, and be ready for strenuous activity, you know, whether it's walking, lifting things, staying up fucking all night. There's many things that are gonna stress you. Stress your body, your mind, physically, mentally, spiritually. So it's like just prepare and. So that's where I'm right now. I'm trying to get all this stuff written down and protocol because I'm going off the head. But now I want to just get it legit, get it written down, get it solidified, and just start building because it's like, this is my shit, Not necessarily mine, but I was gifted it, and it came to me. So it's like time to take ownership of it before like I die or something happens. It's like now it's just time to get it together, and be here for the people, my family, and from there. Wherever it goes,
Yeah, even me, when I'm here because I can't turn away from what I've seen in the Wamkish. I'm here to try to do whatever I can to get this going.
Yeah, definitely, and if it doesn't get going to where I see it, it's still here. So that's where I want to like either find investors or talk with tribes that are serious because it's like outside of like the business side of it, it's here. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these places without the business side, they wouldn't have their orgs. Like their money is what makes their org stand on 2 feet. But it's like money doesn't make this stand up. Like I could be like dirt poor as long as I have medicine and a ride to give me that cedar and shit up there. I can be a bum. I can be naked with nothing, and as long as I got a ride to the top with a cedar and someone brings me medicine, that shit's gonna go down. But if you put that shit on like some of the like richest fucking org who's running psychedelic shit right now,
take away their grants,
their funding, who they know,
their company car,
exactly. It's like, what do they got? And that's where I'm like, someone could burn this shit down and I just rebuild it. You know what I mean? It's like, so that's where I'm like, I don't know, I'm tired of the bullshit and I'm ready to make a move and be here for people. And if people want to get mad and pissed, like, step your game up. If you really want to heal people, like, learn and heal people. Like, it's not impossible. I never pictured myself doing this work. So it's like, you can do it. You can learn it. You just got to fucking work. And it's hard and it's going to fucking hurt. Like, you're going to lose shit. You're going to go through shit. People are going to stab you in your back. Like, just like life. It's like life in general. Like, people fuck you over in life all the time. It's not like just doing this, it's going to happen. It's just, it's more susceptible here because you're honest. You have to be honest here. In the world, it's easy to lie and manipulate and just put on a smile for people to like be like, oh yeah, that guy's doing something. That guy's successful or that woman's successful, and it's like, no, they're not. They're just a fucking rat race like everybody else. Right. Yeah, they're doing something. That's fucking rat racing, and I'm just tired of being that way too with myself. Not necessarily for my bills or nothing, but my habits. I feel like my habits are like someone who's just trying to pay rent, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I'm just saying people how they'll do stupid shit to pay rent. You know what I mean? Anything to pay rent if they need to, and that's how I feel like with myself. I'm doing stupid shit just to like satisfy myself when I have everything I have here, whether it's my food, my family, my kids, my ceremonies, my income, whatever it may be. I have it, so I need to stop like, I guess, shoot myself in the foot, because there's no need to, just need to get my ass running, walking, and just breathe and know everything's okay instead of like letting the world project its shit onto me and then me thinking I have a problem and then I have to subside to the world, and then at the end of the day I'm just fucking myself over because at the end of the day in the world it don't give a damn about me. So it's like, why do I give a damn about the world?
It's true.
What'd the world ever do for me?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like where now, like, I'm just looking to Creator Mother Earth and my family and whoever got my back to like roll with this shit, because it's real and legit. And I'm not saying we're not legit, but I want to legitimize it more of what we're doing because motherfuckers need to know, and I'm tired of like everyone acting like these other cats know when it's like, run a fucking ceremony like mine and let me see you fucking walk out without not having a problem. Like, run a shit deep like mine. Like, Compass Pathways, all these people, like, run it deep naturally. Don't synthetically make an environment. Like, run it deep with people and let's see what you got. And it's like, that's why they're gonna control this shit. That's why it's synthetic. That's why they're making pills to like shut off your fucking, when the medicine's hitting your fucking brain and shit. They'll make it a pill to cut that off to where you come down like instantly and like within 10 minutes your trip comes down. It's like, nah, dog, ride that shit, homie. Like, you got something to learn. What are you running from? Just like when people try to run out the Womp Kids, it's like, where you gonna go?
Yeah.
You gonna go home? It ain't like you're gonna not unsee or hear what you seen or heard or felt in there. Like,
Yeah. It's
that
gonna
shit
stick
ain't
with
gonna
you
go
all week.
You know,
All week. You already seen it.
so where you gonna run, man? And so that's kind of like how I feel with these guys is they're gonna run when things get hard. If something bad happens, they're just gonna look to their waivers and their lawyers and attorneys, and it's like they're not even gonna care about that person. Just like if someone died under their care, I feel like they wouldn't really care because they're like, oh, they signed the waiver, it's protocol, like da 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 da, and it's like, man, that person really came and trusted you, you know. And that's why, like with me, when I have my waivers, you know, it says you know, death in there, but it's like I want to be upfront with people because things could happen in here. I'm not saying it's gonna, but it can. Whether it's you getting hurt, over dehydrated, hurt yourself, something, drive off, crash, whatever, man. There's so many things that can happen, but it's like I feel like these big orgs, they don't really give a damn.
Yep.
They're just there to make money like these other medical big pharma industries, and it's like
They took your 10 grand.
yeah, and it's like, dude, that's not cool. You know, that's why like here I try to make sure we're all accountable to help each other. You know, even if we're on medicine, it's like be alert. You know, be alert because something can happen. You know, that's why like with the other brother, you know, I feel like that's what happened to him because he wasn't alert. You know, and it's like if you were alert, you would have avoided a situation that could have got you hurt. You know, and that's why I'm glad nothing really bad happened. But in next time or something bigger happens, I want to have these protocols and be ready. You know.
Yeah. And then when you're there, when you're telling them something, it's not to like any disrespect. It's just because you know what's going on. So they, it's not to take it as like, oh my gosh, he's attacking me. No, he's helping you get out of it. He's letting you know, and if you just follow his direction, everything's gonna be good.
Yeah, no, thanks for saying that, because that's one thing I've been getting annoyed lately with like newcomers is like they think just because they're feeling something that validates their like anxiety or panic, when it's like I've been there before. Like I've seen many people there. Like it's just trying to get you out of here. Like it's just trying to get you like focus, like knock it off. Like I don't know. That's how I feel, because like when people I always see that look when people give me like I'm fucking going through it, and it's like I know, like I've been there, dog. I'm right there. Like I took the fucking same dose, if not more. Sometimes, like I've had ceremonies where I've taken like 20, 25, more, not 25 more, but let's say I give 15, I take 20, 25. So it's like there's times where I've taken more than everybody. So it's like I've been there. If not, like it's like you're bringing that too. It's like chill out. Like stop looking at me like I don't know my own space, It's like, come on, man. Like, I've been there. Don't look at me like you just discovered something new. Or it's like, nah, like, fuck, that's why I brought you here. Like, you're here for a reason.
Then it just throws the whole vibe off. Everything. If someone starts, like, vibing off that, and then it turns into a whole little...
Turns into a loop of confusion, or, like, if people try to, like, break it down, and they're like, oh, man, like, what's consciousness? What's this? What's that? And it's like, dude, leave that shit alone. Like... You can do that shit on your own time when you're not on the medicine. Like, if you want to sit in your room and fucking loaf out on, like, what's consciousness and shit, like, go for it. Like, you're going to waste a lot of fucking time. Yeah. But consciousness is right now. So it's like, what's going on right now? Focus on that. And if not, like, just get lost in some bullshit, because it's like, here, we're trying to move forward. And we're trying to move forward. Like, I'm not trying to get stuck in the past. That'd be like me, like, getting caught up in the trauma with my ancestors. It's like... Yeah, I have every right to be mad and upset and hurt by that, but I don't need to carry it with me, and I don't need to let it, like, toxify my life or people around me, because at the end of the day, I'm okay. Like, I don't have the fucking army coming to kill me. I don't have all this. Like, I have enough knowledge now to make the right decisions, to eat good food, to, like, drink good water, to, like, not watch stupid shit, whatever it may be. I have that choice now, I may not have when I was younger because I had other influences, but now I have a full ass choice of like what I need to do. And that's why I like doing this medicine, even though it's taken me like 26 years, I'd say, to figure it out. But hey, at least I'm figuring it out now, and I want to be better. I'm tired of fucking, sitting around, even though I don't, but I feel like it because I'm always home working. But I'd rather get what shit done, and I'm tired of that because I do a lot, and I do a lot for people, So it's like now I want to do a lot for myself and my family, and because it's like all these people are telling me like, oh, you gave me this, you gave me that. And I'm like, fuck yeah, like, but now I need to give myself some shit, whether it's just talking about what I do, upgrading the Wamkish, new house, whatever it may be. It's like it's time for me now to fucking get some shit.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah,
as well,
exactly.
Man.
And then now understand what we do is real as fuck, and fucking get down and dirty with it, and just don't look back, like, because it's there, it's real. Like, I don't need to look back or what if. Yeah. I just need to I just need to lock down what I have here, and whatever's loose, tighten it up. Just tighten it up.
Protocols. All these, just get it locked in.
And then just don't look back. And if people want to front, just be like, if you've never been here, you don't know what I'm talking about. So, like, humble yourself and, like, shh. Like, listen, please. If not, like, go home, hey. Like, go home. Why are you here? Like, why are you here trying to challenge this shit? Like, you came here to challenge this shit. Like, you could challenge this shit in your life every day by making dumbass decisions. You can challenge creation by that way. But don't come in here acting like a fool. Like, you can act like a fool any other time, but you don't got to come here and act like a fool. This place is not for that. It's not for fools.
Yep.
If you're a fool, you'll be shown. Hey, and that's where I'm tired of it. Like, I'm ready to get down and dirty. Like, I don't, but I'm just saying, like, for myself, because I know I can clean myself up. I know I could touch things up, and I know I can make things better. And that's where now I want to do that. Because I want to be an example. I want to be a living example of my prayer. Because to me, I always say, like, this is my prayer. Like, I've always prayed for this. Not necessarily the Wamkish, but I'm talking like what I'm doing. I've always somehow, some way prayed, whether it was myself figuring it out or telling people about it, And I'm not going to say I figured it out, but I found something out. And what I'm telling people, they're understanding. So that's where I'm at right now. And I'm trying to figure out, in terms of myself, just being honest with myself and getting it together and just being ready to do Creator Mother Earth work that they gave me, and I think my work is what I have, whether it's getting the people back to the food or getting the people back to prayer, but I definitely think it involves just getting people back to natural things, and I'm ready to do that. That's why I'm glad to learn right now, see what's going on with the corn, all the other stuff, and then I think once funds and everything come in, I'll be able to just double it, triple it. Yeah.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful what you're saying, man. Because I feel like we all can relate. We all can relate in one way or another. We all have that trap from what we think we're supposed to be as human beings on this earth, from what society tells us, from what our parents told us, from what their parents told them. If you go down, deep down, further down the line, far enough, you'll find that it's just, it's all lies, everything that people stand for here, and it goes against what creation and what God wants. So, it's beautiful that you're leading the way in that way where everybody else, I wouldn't have been able to find this in any other way, and I feel like the medicine helped me, bring me here as well.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I want to just be honest with it, because it's like, it got me here, I obviously, I had my own goals and ambitions and drives for what I wanted to be or what I wanted to do. But it was like this medicine just took me for a loop, in a good loop, and not a bad loop, because what I do now, I'd rather be doing what I do now than anything. Like who gets to say, like, they're helping people with mushrooms? And not the cliche way, like, where there's people who do it, but it's all like,
here, go take a walk.
Yeah, they hybrid it, or they're doing, like, ceremonies, and they're not even traditional people. They're not even, like, they don't even come from the lineage, and I'm just honored to actually have that lineage and to be real with it, and to not be, like, some sellout or, like, putting extra on it, like, it is what it is. Like, shit, it's a rugged-ass ceremony, and I say that with respect, because it's, like, some people, they go to ceremonies and, it's all nice. They got a bunch of beds. They got, all these treatments. They got all these things there. And it's like, here, it's like, the best we got is a shitter and a shower.
And the bros.
Yeah, and the bros. Other than that, it's like, we don't got no fucking sick old bed and sick old people coming in with food, and we don't got no sick old fucking assisters and shit like that. Like shit, like you said, we just got the bros, fool. Like fools that been in the trenches, like fools that fucking ride out and seen some shit. So it's like that's all we got.
Yeah.
That's all we got in life too. You know, whether it's your bros or your sister, your mom, brother, sister, you know, dad, anyone. It's like that's all we got is our family and those who really care. You know, so that's why I like to see that, because it's good to see riders come together and just be like, fuck it. You know, we may not know where we're going, but fuck, we know that we're here together and we're gonna fucking ride it out wherever it goes.
Let's
and
go.
Fucking stand strong and fucking get ready. You know, see that sunrise or that sweat and be ready. You know, even though it may suck right now, but fuck, it'll be all right. You know, and that's kind of like where I like it, because I think that's why the fucking vets love what we do, because that's what they come from. It's kind of like, shit might suck, but fuck, this is what we signed up for. So like, we gotta fucking do it, and that's how I feel in there. Like, fuck, it may always be a fucking dice roll, but it's a good dice roll. At least it feels good, you know. At least it don't feel like I'm going in there like, oh my god, like my shit's gonna be cursed, or I'm gonna be like have some bad medicine put on me. It's like, if I have bad medicine put on me, it's because I'm not paying attention, or because I'm deliberately like doing something bad that I'm not supposed to in there, or like using that to do bad behavior, you know, like, so that's kind of like where I'm just like, nah, I know I have that. I know I use Womkish, and it's definitely not to fucking do anything other than heal, you know, what it's for, you know. And that's kind of like where I want my people to see that, because I got some of my own people, they're just like, oh, like, be careful, you know, when you use that, and I'm like, you don't think I know that? Like, I'm fucking with the creator and Mother Earth. Like, why the fuck would I want to like be dishonest with them? It's like, you can't fucking hide or run from them, you know, like,
especially when you've seen it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why for me, I'm just like, I ain't perfect, but I ain't deliberately like fucking up, you know, or trying to do this and that with, you know, the Womkish. So it's like, if I fuck up, it's me fucking up because I'm fucked up, and not like fucked up on something, but because I'm fucked up on making a fucked up choice. You know, it's not that I'm fucking bad. It's just like, hey, sometimes fucking life is rough, and sometimes don't know how to make the best decision in terms of like how to fucking handle your emotions, or where to let it out without it being destructive, you know. So that's kind of like where I'm trying to learn how to just be better, you know, trying, not saying I am, but just trying, because it's fucking hard. There's days where I wake up real happy, and there's days where you wake up like, fuck, shit's rough, you know. And I'm just trying to make sure that I keep the rough days, I guess you could say, constructive. Learn to use that roughness as a plan to make something better, instead of just like, fuck. Just be like, all right, fuck, but now put this fuck to something, you know, whether it's making this better, doing that, or changing the thought process on how it feels or how it makes me feel. So it's like, now I'm just ready to get that right and get my ass up that hill eventually. But yeah, pretty much things are going smooth, and I'm looking forward to getting it going. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, so we're gonna cut it off right there. Coming from the res, good shit, brother Kareem. Here we go.